So turn that up. Chicago, nigga. Yeah, man. Carmelo Anthony, Austin Metcalf, and Hunter Metcalf. Now, my last video about this, I said black folks got this saying, look at God, right? And there's some other stuff coming out with this damn story, people, right? I mean, how many of y'all believe Carmelo Anthony was jumped? Wait a minute. Let's go to Willie D. Let's go to Willie D.
His brother, Hunter, being at the center of the fight, he also put hands on Carmelo, and so did some of their other friends.
Wait a minute. So you mean to tell me, right? The twins allegedly put hands on Carmelo, and some other people put hands on Carmelo. Then I was hearing the media or whatever edited Carmelo's mugshot because people are trying to say that he had, some bruises and whatnot like that there. And then people want to argue about, well, you wasn't in the courtroom, this and that. I get it. But at the end of the day, a lot of people want to make this about race. You can make it about what you want to make it about. It's the principle for me. And let me tell you about the principle, ladies and gentlemen. Keep your motherfucking hands to your motherfucking self. All right? So if somebody got to cuss at you to tell you keep your motherfucking hands to your motherfucking self, we need to learn that shit real fast now. Keep your fucking hands to yourself. You got a problem? Those are kids. You should have went to an authority. Hey, man, he took matters into his own hands. This is a lesson for anybody that think they above the fucking program. All right? Shit. I'm trying to figure out if they jumped the man or not because, hey.
Witnesses said that at least 5, in fact, not just witnesses, but it's also on video, at least 5 of them jumped Carmelo.
At least 5. Bruh. I was going to be on Carmelo's side no matter what. And if you white, and if you feel like you want to be on them twins' side, hey, man, more power to you. So don't get mad at me because I'm on Carmelo's side. God damn it, it's the principle. So you mean to tell me, yeah, I jumped on the boy? Huh? Oh, now some other facts coming out. But Carmelo was the aggressor. Oh, I had to get all the facts before I come back on here because I said I wasn't going to talk about it no more. But God damn it, I lied, didn't I? So you putting hands on people. Now, when Austin said, when they say Austin pushed him, oh, he did a football push like, so okay, hey man, you was a big dude. You's a big dude, right? Over Carmelo. And it's 2 of y'all. Now I'm finding out shit like I'm Carmelo, here go a twin, and here go a twin on the side of me, like these 2 middle fingers. Yeah. And it's like, hey, where I'm going. Right. Nah, they saying Carmelo walked up to the tent because he seen a homeboy of his. Y'all got pictures together, and he's the one putting it on his Instagram, from my understanding. So yeah, they were friends. I've heard bloggers get on here and say, "Well, I've got pictures with people, and we're not friends." How the fuck? Why would I put you on my social media if we not cool like that? I mean, y'all got to stop this shit right now. All right, you gotta stop it. They didn't went on double dates. We ain't cool like that. Our family didn't kick it. We ain't cool like that. I know you lying. So when you come to the tent to say what's up to your homeboy, everybody got something to say. You can't sit here. Dude ain't saying shit for his homeboy. For Carmelo, now this is another lesson. and a real good message. Dolph said it the best. Trust nobody. He thought he had a friend. And then he testified against was saying all type of weird shit. Like, I guess he was basically saying shit like, oh man, he came out there and he was looking to kill him. Just dumb shit that was not in the best interest of Carmelo. And that's crazy. Huh? Well, if you put your hands on them like they saying, hey man, what you expect?
At least 5 of them jumped Carmelo.
What?
The witness never mentioned jumping Carmelo. Other witnesses,
I wonder why.
For Austin never mentioned jumping.
Yeah, y'all didn't say that
They
part.
jumped him. What do you expect to happen if a person has a weapon on them and they will not hesitate to use that
Everybody
weapon?
hate critics.
If that person gets jumped. In fact, let me ask you this. I'm talking about everybody. I'm talking about to every single person within the sound of my voice. What would you do?
Somebody's got to get beat up. Somebody's got to get something.
If you had a weapon on you, whether the weapon is illegal or not is besides the point.
I fear for my life, huh?
And you got jumped. Would you just say, you know what? I got a weapon on me, but
wait a minute. Somebody say he wasn't jumped. Not one black witness said he was. The defense own witness said Anthony was the aggressor. I wouldn't give a fuck who said what. Motherfuckers is saying that he was jumped, right? But see, this is the real problem I got with anybody that you motherfuckers out here in this world will not admit that both of their ass was wrong. Nobody will admit that. It's just Carmelo's wrong. Out the fucking gate. That's why I can't talk to nobody in face to face about this, because if you can't admit that both of these actions were wrong, and then we can go from there. Because you know what? You know why they don't want to admit that? Because the next thing I'm gonna say is, and keep your hands to yourself. You don't want to hear that shit though. Hey man, it's the principle. What? So a black boy, any child, but the boy happened to be black. He supposed to just get his ass beat, shoved around a little bit. For your amusement, Tay. You know how kids is egging on shit. I heard it was a fucking lookout too, trying to keep the adults busy so they can get in Carmelo's ass. Oh, okay. Well, whether it's a lie or the motherfucking truth, I just told you at the beginning of this video, and my last video, I talked about this shit. I said, us black folks got a saying, look at God. If you don't know what that means, you don't know what that means. And we gonna see.
You know, I'm just gonna go ahead and just get beat up. I'm not gonna use it to defend myself. Well, is that what you would do? But he shouldn't have had a weapon in the first place. Yeah, okay, so he wouldn't have had the weapon, then he would have gotten beat down. Possibly could have lost his life. It does happen, right?
Yeah. All the motherfuckers get adrenaline rush start, stumping on people's head and shit.
While he was beating on him, he could have easily fell back.
Yeah.
And fell down the stairs and broke his head.
He could have.
He could have busted his head wide open to the white meat and killed him and died right then and there on the spot.
Yes, he could have.
So just because somebody had a physical altercation does not mean that it could not result in death.
Motherfucker.
Here's the thing, fam, and I'm gonna show you some pictures. These are some actually
see that friend or Carmelo was mixed
from the artist that was inside of this catalyst.
He don't claim his nigga side. What?
I find it interesting, these depictions of Carmelo. This looks like a much older man.
It does.
If you zoom
but y'all can't see that, but I'm trying to get to the
trash. They ain't worth the paper they're written on. But yeah, they put out a hit piece after hit piece after hit piece on Carmelo Anthony. What they're trying to do is sway public opinion. Austin is still breathing. Austin is still alive. What about that part? Because, we're really good at seeing violence and saying, well, what happened? How did it happen? How did it start? According to witnesses who were not Austin Metcalf's friend or brother, Camilo was sitting under the tent. He came, let me back up. He went to go sit under the tent, and he asked someone there for permission to sit under the tent. He said, "Can I sit under the tent?" They made it seem like...
See, I believe Willie D. From what he's gathering, his info makes you young. So you mean to tell me Carmelo came over there and asked, could he sit under this motherfucking tent? Can I take a seat here? Huh? My damn feet hurt, bitch. Huh? He asked. He ain't just come up like the upper room and be like, man, fuck y'all team. Y'all ain't shit, and just sit down like, man, where them hoes at? You know what I'm saying? He's not no thug like that. He's he didn't come in there like that, man. And it don't matter. Even if he did come up like that rudely, you supposed to go get an adult. You can say what you want to say to him. And I think Carmelo said some shit like that. You can say what you want to say to him. Just don't put your hands on him. Hey, man. Yeah, go on with that shit. I don't care what you say. I know one thing, you better not put your hands on him. I don't know how he said it, but that's a warning. Now you want to see what he gonna do if you put your hands on him. See how it's so important to mind your damn business and leave people the fuck alone. If you got a problem like that, take your ass somewhere and get some help. Because at the end of the day, that boy needed help. Oh, he needed help, people. Because it went too damn far. Everybody want to jump on him. See, that's another thing I got a problem with. You got one black dude. It take all y'all to fucking get some understanding. Why? I thought Austin was the man. And I ain't trying to make no joke. I'm just saying. Why everybody else and their mama want to jump in some shit? Oh. So now it's Carmelo's fault. He's the aggressor. He shouldn't have never came to the tent. Maybe he shouldn't have. That don't mean getting his ass. Like y'all tried to get in his ass. What about these webs on his neck and shit? Hey, man, can we see some shit? Why the fuck can't we see what the hell going on in the goddamn courthouse? I don't give a fuck about them people outside their courthouse acting the damn ass, talking about he should be swinging from a tree right now in front of this courthouse. And then you hear the black dude, only good cracker is a dead cracker. You got 1 foot in the grave and 1 foot on a banana peel. If I get close to you, I'm going to push you. Y'all gotta stop this shit. Because this ain't about no damn race. It ain't. It's about right and wrong. And they both was wrong. I've been saying that from the jump. But since people don't want to admit that both of their ass was wrong at the end of the day. Huh? Well, shit. I guess it will turn into, oh, it's a black boy and a white boy. Because now y'all want to do some little strange shit up in here. Now we ain't doing that. It's the principle, fool. Keep your motherfucking hands to your motherfucking self. That's what I got to say about that shit. Keep look, somebody else said that. Nobody jumped on him. You guys are lying to yourself. Hey, man. Take that shit up with the fucking information, bro. They showed the goddamn video. Now, they said they seen some shit that was looking like Carmelo wasn't the aggressor as far as these pushes and shit. Look, you put your fucking hands on me. You push me like you playing football. God damn it, you push a motherfucker with that much force, motherfucker. You beat and knocked their ass down, made them fall. Then what about, was it the other brother, Hunter, grabbed the bag and they was doing too much. Motherfucker, you think you security flight, you thought you was security. Thank God they ain't grow up to be the police. Hey, we got some out here just like that. Huh? Well, rough your ass up for a little bit of nothing. Rough your ass right on up. And they just get suspended or something a little bit, whatever the fuck. And you know, they back at work and shit. You gonna run into the wrong motherfucker one day. Listen, that's another thing, people. You can run into the wrong motherfucker. It's all listen. Don't run into the wrong motherfucker, ladies and gentlemen. Huh? Don't run into the wrong motherfuckers, people. Anyway, let me see. Yeah, my moderator says somebody you want to shut the fuck up for real for good. I mean, yeah, get that stank ass out of here. So yeah, they said nobody jumped him, right? Them little racist bastards were antagonists in this situation, and they saw that young man by himself and started to mess with him. Okay, all right. Somebody saying enjoy your free TVs this weekend. Bitch, I don't even watch TV. You letting a guy from another gang hang around yours, because that's basically what school sport rivalries are. I don't give a fuck. Did y'all not understand that the boy knew somebody? Oh, you act like this boy live in a whole nother state. And he just came to he knew somebody over there. They said Carmelo knew somebody over there. What the fuck is that? I said, I went deaf on the bitch. What some ears is? What's them ears is? Somebody put some ears on me. What? Put some ears on me. So I don't understand. Then the boy want to switch up on Carmelo. Man, look. Boys will be boys. 10 students asked him to leave the tent before Austin even got involved. It's a way to do that, though. You can't expect me to move when you being rude to me like that. And I didn't ask to sit down. Now, when he asked to sit down, did somebody say yeah? Or did they say, nah, off top, get your ass on? No, you can't sit here. Don't forget about the boy he knew. Listen, I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. You hear me? Keep your motherfucking hands to yourself and shut the fuck up talking to me. You hear me? Don't even bother me. I don't give a fuck where I'm sitting. Did Rosa Parks give a fuck where she was sitting? Nope. She didn't. Her damn feet hurt. Big bad ass. Hey, what you doing over here? You're not supposed to be over here. Nigga. You know? Get from under 10. Yeah. Get from under 10. I ain't going nowhere. You know? Like I ain't going nowhere. What the fuck wrong with you? Austin pushes him. See, when you put your hands on now with one hand, two. Can't determine. Probably right here in the chest. Get your ass on. Oh. You can't determine the level of force that they use. What? This is why it's very important to keep your hands to yourself. Thank you, Willie D. Unless you've really thought it all the way through. I'm going to push this person. And they ain't going to do shit. A number of things could happen. Bet not do shit, push him, right? Back down and scare you off. I don't give a fuck. Or I could push him. Nigga, look. And he could stand there and say, push me again. Push him again. Right, and you push him again. So somebody says, just ask yourself, why would a normal everyday kid, part of track team, his school or any other school, take a weapon with them? It's illegal to take any weapons on school property. Bruh. See, that's another mystery. This fucking weapon. Because when you see the drawing of this weapon in the courtroom, which you know they showed the real thing, it looked like a clever cutter. For one, they said, now I know this to be true, it was not extended out as if, you know what I'm saying, he was looking to do something. a premeditated. It was folded. Like, it looked like a fucking clever cutter or some shit. But it could have been a pocket knife. So motherfuckers can't carry a pocket knife. So what if he would have just had mace? Burnt the shit out that motherfucker's skin, huh? He don't need none of that because the son to take care of that. Because we got his children. But the knife people. That's another reason why you fucking keep your hands to yourself. I don't give a fuck what he had on him. You hear me? You pushing and shoving. I heard he was in the headlock and all type of shit. Whether that was true or not, it was some type of altercation going on. All I'm seeing is more motherfuckers walking up. You better get your ass back. Huh? They said, the witnesses even said, he kept saying he got something in his bag. That's where I'm confused at. Because was it in his fucking bag that y'all snatched and took and threw or whatever the fuck you did? Or was it already on his persons? Make up your fucking mind. Because when he get the bag back, he could have been lying the whole time it was in his bag. It could have been on his person. But that's neither here or there. You don't know what people have on you. Look. Learn from this shit. You don't know what people got on them just because you see them, you perceive them as some type of way. Like, oh man, you ain't shit. Because I ain't gonna lie, if I knew Carmelo, I would think of him as a nephew. His facial expression, probably the way he dressed and shit, his friends he hang around. I look at all that type of shit and I'd be like, this dude, yeah, he ain't no hood person like that. And he ain't. That don't mean he can't get in your ass. That don't mean the nigga ain't gonna come out of him one of them days. Man, I'm telling you. It works both ways. Fuck around and bully a white kid or some shit. They go shoot the damn school up, bitch. Listen. But that's my problem, people. Nobody wants to admit that they both are wrong. Everybody that was involved that's not involved were fucking wrong. That damn friend, he could have been like, come on, Carmelo, we gonna go over here. Nope, I'm gonna tell you what's up. Come on, man, let's just go. No, he ain't do none of that shit. Oh, he riding or dying with his school. That's fine. Well, don't make friends outside your goddamn school. If in public, nigga, you gonna act some type of way with me. The fuck? You know what? Keep your motherfucking hands to yourself. And that is the honest to God truth. Because you don't want your child going through no shit like this. Keep your hands to yourself. Huh? Nobody want to admit that either. It's as if, so now people, it makes me think like people feel like it's okay to put your hands on people. It's never been okay to put your hands on no damn body. Fuck around and find out. Listen, y'all but quit playing on her.
Oh, I can push him.
Quit playing.
He can push me back. Then I can start swinging him. Me and my brother, we gonna jump him. And then my friends, we got him my number.
Because look, even if Carmelo would have beat his ass, he still would have been in trouble. You know what they gonna say? He wasn't even supposed to be under this tent. He didn't broke his damn nose and cracked the rib. This is our football player. See what I'm saying? Keep your hands to yourself.
We got my number. We're gonna jump him.
Shit.
And he gonna get on about his business.
Especially if you a kid.
Or
nigga, you ain't grown.
I'm gonna push him.
What the fuck wrong with y'all?
He gonna try to act tough and stand there and not run off. And he's going to resist. At that point,
yeah,
I'm gonna swing on him. We're gonna jump him.
We're gonna jump him.
He's gonna pull out a knife and stick me right in the chest, and I'm gonna die. And that's gonna be the end of my life. At 17 years old, I'm gonna lose my life. What's up,
Arkansas 2030? So now, when your daughter pushes someone and she dies,
they do not think about what's up.
Huh? I ain't got no kids. But I tell you one motherfucking thing. If you listen, see, No, you keep that same energy. No, you keep that same energy. See, I don't have the luxury to have no fucking kids, but if I did, and you put your hands on my child, and okay, if Carmelo was my son, fuck all that. Huh? You know, I'm going to find out what happened. I'm going to believe my son. Just like them parents is going to believe Hunter. Austin can't talk. They going to believe Hunter. I'm going to believe Carmelo. We'll take it from there, bitch. But I know one thing. My son made it home from motherfuckers trying to put their hands on him. Oh, now we bad parents and shit. Them people outside that fucking courtroom, that damn dude was like, he should be hanging from a tree right now. We still see that shit today. Motherfuckers been hung. Motherfuckers mysteriously drowning in goddamn lakes and shit. Listen, it's the principle for me. And it's going to always go back to mind your business. Keep your hands to yourself. Now, you can keep going through life without minding your business and putting your hands on people, and you ain't going to live long. I guarantee you. Why you think I live this long? I be minding my business. I learned that a long time ago. Mind the business that pays you. Huh? You shouldn't have put your hands on them. Why this motherfucker keep saying, like I said, enjoy your free TVs? I ain't got not free TV in this bitch I had to pay for. I can't remember the last time I got some free shit I've had to pay for it. Why the fuck you keep saying that shit? I was gonna say that must be an Asian, but I'm not gonna do that because we got some Asian problems and all type of shit. You motherfuckers coming for us. We them niggas that you don't want to come for. All right, let me tell you something. Take your TVs and anything else you make and kiss my ass. The world is going. Listen, when we have the NWO, some of you racists won't even be here no more. I got to say that shit. Somebody got to say it. You see how hard y'all tried to get rid of the originators? Bitch, we still here and we still multiplying. You hate it. Oh, you hate it. You hate it when we wake up. You hate it when we don't take your shit no more. You hate it. You hate that shit. I wish we could go back in the day. If this was back in the day, bitch, if it was back in the day and the niggas was the niggas then, it would have never been a back in the day. You would have never made it to the future. Message. You would have, listen. You would have never made it to the future. Bitch, we own y'all. You know how I know that? Because you mimic everything we do. Or should I say steal? You mimic everything we do. We own you. In real life, in real fucking time, in broad daylight. You motherfuckers better get it together. But at the same time, if you not for my kind, I can't be for yours. This shit started home first. Bitch, it started home first. Don't be putting your hands on people. All right? Don't do that. Just don't do it. Now, I don't know why he keeps saying enjoy your TV. Like, bitch, I don't even watch TV. That's what I keep saying. Shank, why the fuck he keep talking? They finna get rid of the TVs. Bitch, we don't need no TVs. Mama, I done sold the TV. It's just the flow. It's just the flow. See, if you don't know about Queen Latifah, see, we not the same. It's just the flow. He said, "Mama, I sold the TV." See, I don't remember that shit because you not my era, and that's fine. They probably been messing with all through school, which made him have to carry protection. Racist motherfuckers like to gang on solo black people. And yeah, you can look at Carmelo's face. He ain't really about that life, and I don't know because looks could be deceiving, but it's just like he don't look like the type that just starts shit. I don't know, but it's the principle to me. The principalities. You feel me? Because you can't be doing that shit now. Because people can say he should have just got up and left. Okay, and you know what I'm gonna say? That boy could have went and got in the door. Hey man, that stopped everything. That nipped everything right in the butt. Huh? Instead, it got nipped in the man's chest. That's not fair. No, it's not. But you didn't keep your hands to yourself. People forgetting about this shove. Okay, maybe he didn't get jumped. What about this shove and other people around him egging that shit on? Ad-libbing. Yeah, get out of here. Huh? Wouldn't you think everybody finna get in your ass? It seemed like a lot of people got in his ass. People, look, y'all don't want to admit that. Some people don't want to admit that, but let me tell you something. Quit fucking with black people. That should be white kids playing right now. Don't do it. He didn't look like these motherfuckers on TV, but he got in somebody's ass. You could tell he wasn't about that life, because if he was about that life, he would have had a gun on him. Don't give a fuck he at school. Huh? Think about it. They had some type of knife shit that they was putting the tents up with. That's what, at first, I could have sworn I heard that the knife he had was what they put the tents up with. I don't know.
Somebody else will do. This is why it's not wise to try to go around picking fights. Oh,
because they said because you're going to loot your city. What am I going to do that for? I don't live in Texas. Didn't this happen in Texas?
Or because you have the numbers.
That's what them motherfuckers got worried about. Not me. You fuck about no damn TV.
Lies. You know why I never picked on people smaller than me? Not me, besides the fact that I just have common respect.
Yeah, they act like they bought the tent.
I just have common respect for people, period.
Shit.
But I was smaller than most dudes,
Willie. Now Willie going back to the past.
So you don't underestimate.
You're making a point though. Yeah, never underestimate your opponent.
Yeah. A 5-year-old has enough pressure, has enough power to squeeze a trigger. It's happened many times. Now, not necessarily. A lot of these women are packing.
Oh, they got that fire. Yeah, got the fire. So that's going to the end of Willie D video. But his title was MAGA. Can't believe Carmelo Anthony will not be going to prison. I don't know if he's gonna go to prison or not. But what I say, us black folks got a saying, look at God. I said that in my last video. I talked about this shit. And I explained why I said that shit. I must be psychic. You don't know what's going to happen. Because whatever happened, and them kind of people, it was a person, it was a black lady out the door with some witchcraft shit, allegedly. It looked like she had bones and shit. What are we doing? Are these motherfucking crisis actors? I seen some bloggers out there. I ain't gonna say no name. You know, I seen some bloggers out there. I was like, okay. Because they live in that area. Or whatever have you, right? Y'all gotta listen. People ain't gonna listen though. But when they do that verdict of what, it's gonna be some shit. I know it is. And that's only because the people that's out there, whether you black or white, you couldn't wait for some shit like this to happen so you can act an ass. And that's fine. I ain't got nothing to do with that shit. Don't bring that shit over here in my face. You see what I'm saying? So, you know, it's probably gonna be some shit though. Especially if they say, oh, he's not guilty. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Yep. If they say he ain't guilty,
and more 60 chefs.
you know it's gonna be some shit. So let me go to this one video I had. Different people was talking. All right. This dude right here, Davari Darkins. I think he black. He look black. I don't like this cat.
And that's the thing that stands out to me the most.
The way he talks, he don't look fully black.
And it's
though.
not even.
He looks like he's mixed with like Arab or something. But I could be wrong. He could be straight black. I don't know. But this dude, I was listening to him and I'm like, dude, you just straight on the other people's side. And it's like, okay, we got to pick a side. I can respect that. But the way he goes about it, it's like, bruh, do you even know all the details? Because you just saying that was wrong. You can't. If this was your kid. Nigga, that's why. What I say in the last videos about this shit. Parents, you need to train your kids better. Because these are actions, and that's why some people's probably like, oh, Carmelo family failed him. No, he didn't. No, they didn't. They probably said if somebody get in your ass, and it's too many people get in their ass. You know how you got bullies, and you know you got like, it's always a bully, but he got a little clique. It could just be 3 more motherfuckers. It could be just 1 more motherfucker. But they always picking on you. Now, remind you, these cats didn't know each other, but I'm just saying, they always fucking with you. What a motherfucker gonna say? If you knock out the biggest one, the motherfuckers always talking. Them other cats, see, they scared. They gotta gang up on you. So you knock one of their ass out. And watch them motherfuckers get to scowling. You know what I'm saying? Beat one of their ass. I'm talking about, I don't give a fuck if they trying to pull you off that motherfucker. Beat his ass to a bloody pulp. Damn near. Huh? Allegedly. And we know that's what happens. All you gotta do is knock out one of them motherfuckers and they gonna leave you alone. Because they probably scared of that motherfucker. They just be going along with the shit. Because they scared of them too. You see what I'm saying? But once you knock them out, they probably rooting like, damn, thank you. You know what I mean? Thank you for knocking his ass out. Now he ain't shit. Yeah. But anyway,
the supporters of Carmelo Anthony in this murder trial are screaming that this is all racism. But wait till you hear their reasoning when Savannah Hernandez interviews them in person. Also, New York legislators are looking to change the definition
Queen 88 made it on
mother and father.
And he got 1.14 million subscribers.
We'll talk about that as well. Let's start with this first clip from Savannah. Look at this.
It's Queen 88, bro.
Carmelo was not in fact fighting for his life when he stabbed and killed Austin
Shout out to
Metcalf.
Queen
Do
88.
you think that the Black community will accept that?
If evidence shows that he did not, no, we're gonna stand by ours regardless. They stand by theirs. We're gonna stand by ours regardless. I'm a mother first. I'm a Black mother. Let me put that on there. I'm an African American mother. So I have to put away my color first and step into the motherhood. Nobody wants to see their child slain. So I do want to send prayers to Austin Metcalf, their family. But at the end of the day, I gotta think like, okay, what did you do to him or whatever to cause this to happen, the reaction? We gotta start taking accountability for our kids.
Know that shit.
Yeah. All right. So shout out to Savannah Hernandez, and let's just go ahead and call it what it is. They don't care about the truth. It doesn't even matter.
When he say
he's Black, that's all I need to know. I don't care if he intentionally wanted to murder Austin Metcalf. I don't care if he didn't even consider self-defense. I don't care if he's completely guilty in the eyes of the law. We need to defend him at all costs. And the question is this: how can you call that justice, but in the same breath demand justice from other people in this country? It just doesn't make sense to me. What type of people, what type of community?
See how you say that? What type of people? You know how when people say you people? Like, what the fuck you mean, you people? You type of people. What the fuck you mean, you type of people? Like, bruh, y'all ass crazy as fuck. So somebody on here was like, well, when your daughter do, keep that same energy. Okay, y'all keep that same energy if this shit come to your fucking front door. I don't want to hear shit. Yup, he should have left. He should have, when he pushed him, he should have went on by his business. Yes, he should have did it. Yes, he should have. That white boy told you to move. You should have moved. You know you can't talk back to them white folks. See how ignorant that sound? It's just as ignorant as you thinking you got more power than another motherfucker. If it was a white kid to set up under your goddamn tent, you probably would have thought he went to the school or something. Since this motherfucker was black, you know he ain't go. You know all the black motherfuckers go to that school. They popular as hell. You know all the black people go to this school. Motherfucker, man. And a motherfucker ask her they sit there. I don't want to hear none of that shit. Yeah, ass. I don't want to hear none of that shit.
Because then again, if my
Shouldn't have
kid,
put his hands on
to catch me too. If my kid was Carmelo and I felt like his back was up against the wall, I'm gonna take straight up. Better mine than yours. Better mine than.
You hear what she said? Did you hear what she said? Huh?
Yours. So either way it go, everybody loses. A black boy allegedly murdered, and I say allegedly, heavy on the allegedly murdered somebody. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, this is about race. Because if the shoe was on the other foot, they wouldn't give a damn.
And here's the other
And
thing
you
about
know
this
that.
particular opinion from this woman.
So why can't we give a damn if the shoe is on the other foot for us? We care about that boy. Because it gotta be some more shit with that. Hell no. It gotta be some more shit with that.
Even know the facts of the case. So she's in front of a camera, in front of a microphone, spewing this type of opinion, which is rooted in ignorance, and hasn't even taken time to actually look at the witness statements, which we're going to show you here shortly, where there was a key witness in the case today that testified that clearly contradict.
Now, you got witnesses. Do that really mean, do every witness that say they witness something, are they really telling the truth? So just because they say, well, this is a witness, I got to believe every witness because you said they witnessed this shit, that it's the truth. And I know my son like the back of my fucking hand, but I'm supposed to believe them over my motherfucking son. All right. Witnesses do lie now.
It's what the defense's case is rooted on, which is self-defense. But she doesn't care about that. Why? Because he's black. Is that what we're going to do as a country? It doesn't matter about accountability. What matters is that the person is black, so screw it. Yeah, it's uncommon times, as I put it.
I come out here every Thursday and we pray for people going to court because we know this is the final frontier of racism and it's legalized here.
It was announced yesterday that there's no black jurors that were chosen. What are your thoughts on that?
I got to think about that. So remember when they were saying, oh, it's all white jury. It's not an all white jury. They say it's people of color on there. That's the key word. People of color that also don't like black folks. So when those three black people was like, I can't send a brother to jail, he too young and all this other shit, and they just got exited out. They like, nah, we can't have them on the jury. Where was the other black people? You mean them was the only three black people that y'all called on to be a jury? Look at God, right?
That's why we need God. That's why we need God, and that's why he's going to show who's in control.
And would you be open to giving us your personal insights into the Carmelo Anthony trial and what your thoughts are on
funky
it?
ass hands on him, right, Shank?
I just want justice done. You know, we know.
Yeah, that dude, Davari Darkins, man. He got 1.14 million subscribers, but when I ran into his channel, I was just like, what?
I'm not saying the kid should get off free.
The fuck?
First degree murder.
All right, hold on. If I understand him correctly, we can't have it both ways. You can't argue that no one goes to a track meet to murder someone, but at the same time, Carmelo Anthony assumed that he was about to get murdered by Austin Metcalf, which is why he killed him first.
Hold on. Who said
So
that?
how do
Who said that? Did anybody hear about that Carmelo thought he was gonna die? He was defending himself. So y'all keep this same energy, whoever that's black. And them country boys come for you. And Lord forbid, you have to get in their ass. They disappear. Huh? I don't want to hear no shit about, you know what I'm saying? Hey, man, I'm just be like, no, you should have let them whip your ass. You should have let them hang you. You should have let them drag you on back of their goddamn truck with the goddamn Confederate flag back there. Yeah, you should have let them beat your ass to a bloody pulp. And then went and told somebody. You don't go taking shit in your own hands because you got your ass beat. No, you don't. No, you don't. So I don't want to hear that shit. You see what I'm saying? Nah, fuck that. It's the principle. You put your hands, I don't care what race you are. Don't put your hands on me. Don't put your fucking hands on me, man. That's what the problem, man. I don't give a fuck what's going on, bruh. Don't put your hands on me. Shit. Now, I done told you. Now you keep on fucking around if you want to. Hey man, you gonna fuck around and find out. And this is the saddest part about this situation is Austin Metcalf fucked around and found out. All right. Because it was also said that when in the midst of Carmelo running away, everybody started running. Them people that was involved now, 4-5 motherfuckers started running after him. And Austin was about to run, but he looked at his chest. He knew he had been stabbed. Listen. That shit happened fast then. It happened so fast, in my eyes, allegedly, that he didn't even know he was stabbed yet. Cause all of this in my face shit. It ain't like they this far and yelling at each other. No, they like this probably. Like, come on, man, make it make sense where I can shove you like that. Like, man, get your ass out of here. Well, you don't know who I am, right? Oh, we know who you are now. Cause they were saying y'all was putting hands on your own damn daddy. You know, y'all some big motherfuckers. Didn't they say that y'all was beating? Somebody was hurting your mama. I don't know if it was the daddy or what. It's just too much going on.
we square that logic exactly?
There's too much going on. Y'all need to stop this shit because we don't need no racist shit. But if you want to turn it into that, hey man,
the reporting
I don't want to hear shit about
this first kicked off. I did not hear or see or read
black people
or
getting in
read
your ass.
anything
That's
that
I don't want to hear
leads
nothing
believe
about
that.
that.
I was Carmelo Anthony, that I also would have pulled out
because
a
of this
knife
trial.
and stabbed
I don't
someone
want to
in
hear
the
that
chest.
shit.
I wouldn't have
They
done
got
that.
in your ass as they
So
should.
what prompted him to do that exactly? Again, that's going to be up to his attorneys to figure out how to, I guess,
You with your
explain
opinions,
that to the
that's one
jury.
thing.
But it's not racist.
Basically, he facing the wrong charge for the crime that was committed.
Do you think Carmelo is innocent? Do you feel like it's been an
I got time
unfair
today. I'm off
response
today,
to what
goddamn.
happened to Carmelo Anthony?
They trying to stick it to him.
I feel that the justice system always over-respond when it comes to us. So definitely, I mean, you look at the charge. It was self-defense.
Bills paid, no, that you hear me?
I don't know what
Get
the
you
parameters
some,
of it, but it was two people. So, 2 against 1, that's
I'm gonna call a
self-defense.
spade a
But you see,
spade.
a case like
And
this
demons make
is going to be a
everything
great
about
learning
race.
lesson
Yeah.
for a lot of people, especially people of
See,
Texas.
that's what I hate.
Because if a teenager,
That's what I hate, Shank. Because I'm gonna go back to that. Nobody's admitting that both of their ass was wrong. Nope. It's straight to he shouldn't have been under the tent. They told him to leave. I don't give a fuck. What? Listen. You still ain't had to put your hands on him. This is the lesson I want people to learn. Keep your hands to yourself. You don't know what somebody got on them. So at the end of the day, when something really happens to you out here in this life, this cruel ass world, I don't want to hear that shit. I don't want to hear nothing about, man, I ain't know he had a knife. I ain't know he had a gun. Wait, shit. See, you wasn't strategically thinking either. You can't just Do shit. And think like motherfucker ain't gonna do shit back to you. Hey man, them be the motherfuckers that do something to you. That's why I stay out of people's face. Cause a motherfucker might look at me and be like, man, that motherfucker ain't. I don't care what you think. But what we not gonna do is you punk me, you embarrass me, you fucking put your hands on me. It's a problem. Maybe maybe damn. Bitch. All right now. That's called Blue Dream. Huh? It's called Blue Dream. You know, you got to bounce back sometimes. Keep your motherfucking hands to yourself, people. I'm telling you. That's the best thing I can say.
He's at a football game, and two other teenagers walk up to him, and they're about to get into a fight. One teenager pulls out a gun and shoots both of them. Is that self-defense?
Look, bro,
that's a great question.
Don't listen.
He was unarmed out of fear as a group was, quote, turning on him. But prosecutors yesterday in court showed jurors surveillance footage they say tells a different story. The footage, it's grainy and shot from a distance, but reporters inside the courtroom tell us it shows a brief confrontation between Anthony and Metcalf, not a larger group, before Anthony runs from the scene. And that fight, it only lasted about 4 minutes or so.
That's what I stop right there. The confrontation lasted only 4 minutes or so. You know how, now I don't know if she's talking about the talking. Lasted 4 minutes or so. Or the confrontation. Confrontation to me means somebody put their hands on somebody. Now, people got different definitions. But 4 minutes, bitch, you know what you can do in 4 minutes or so? She didn't just say 4 minutes. She said 4 minutes or so. That means it could be past 4 minutes, not less than 4 minutes. Listen. Or bitch, you should have said 4 minutes, give or take. Nope. I'm thinking it was more than 4 minutes. Let's just say 4 fucking minutes. You know how many hits you can get in 4 minutes? Or how many blocks you can get in 4 minutes, nigga? Not get your ass knocked out. Four minutes. It took out 4 minutes. And then somebody got stabbed. And you would hear people say Carmelo was trying to get away from them boys. Yeah, I kept fucking with. That's just like the dude that they thought stole the water. He running. I ain't even gonna use that example. It's just somebody that's running and they say you can't shoot nobody in the back. They running. This shit pisses me off because I can't believe people don't understand that both of them was wrong. It's just straight up. That's why I said, fuck it. I'm on Carmelo's side. Because if you can't admit that both parties was wrong, that means you're going to pick a side. Pick your fucking side. I'm going to pick mine then. I still picked the side and still was saying they both were wrong. But you got motherfuckers straight out here like that. No, the law is the law. If that was your kid, it ain't your fucking kid. So don't nobody know what either side of the families are fucking feeling right now. Like they feel it. It ain't your fucking kid. It ain't your kid that got punked and made feel like shit. And it ain't your kid that got stabbed that you got to bury. It ain't your kid. People trying to, well, yeah, I ain't even got no kids and I understand that shit. I don't have to have kids to understand people. Yes, somebody's son is gone. That other guy shouldn't have did that. Your son shouldn't have did his actions either. God damn. You motherfuckers can't understand that shit? Yeah, we fucked up then. Let the games begin then, because you motherfuckers crazy as hell.
Jurors heard emotional testimony from
Metcalf's trying to make this shit more than what the fuck it is.
He said that Metcalf was helping lead setup efforts that day, which basically means he was in charge of setting up the tent and equipment. The coach testified and said athletes don't just go under other teams' tents. This is
Yeah, they don't go under other people's tents, especially if you don't know nobody. But like I said, from my understanding, he knew somebody over there. Now I might be wrong on that, but he's supposed to have knew somebody over there. And he asked, could he sit there? Man, y'all better shut the fuck up talking to me,
Something
man.
that's understood between the athletes. This case, it's drawn national
tell
attention with
A
race
black boy
becoming a
where he
major
can't sit,
issue.
what he can
The
do.
final jury
Give a
does
fuck.
not
He ain't supposed
include
to. I
any
don't
black
give a fuck if you was
jurors.
putting up that tent
Prosecutors
for
say
10
this
days,
case has
nigga, and you got
nothing
it
to do with
perfect.
the race, and it should be decided on.
I don't care if you put up the tent for 10 days and you finally got it perfect, right? It's a way to ask people shit. Now, maybe if Austin was more respectful, and I don't know if he did all of this, but I'm just saying, I'm thinking about, you can't walk up on somebody and say, man, get out the seat. You can't do that. You can't do that shit. You can't do shit like that, people.
The facts.
Okay, there's no shortage of opinions on this particular case, all right? There's going to be people who say this is a racial issue. Black people are being made example of. The justice system is against them. Once again, and Carmelo Anthony is the latest example of that, okay? And then there are other people like...
We're not making an example. They're not making an example out of us. We making the example for you to try to make an example out of anybody. Because, hey, man. Oh, it's cool when they do it. It's a problem when we do it. So fuck them. You see them 2 middle fingers? It's cool when they do it. Damn. It's cool
myself, who I'm more focused on the definition of self-defense in the state of Texas. And so why don't we go to one of...
Now I don't want to hear that shit. Because people got that argument too of, was it really self-defense? What's the definition of self? If you got to look up the definition of self-defense, if you got to ponder about if this was self-defense, you know what I'm saying? Then something wrong with you. And I know the court is the court and the law is the law. People's making monies off this story, though. You know what I'm saying? Some people want to say certain shit so they can hold that audience too, without being totally boom, boom, boom. You know what I mean? And I get it. It's all about the money. This nigga got 1.14 million subscribers. So guess who probably a lot of his subscribers are? The audience he's talking for. You see how that works? He might not even, I could have him all wrong. He could be, goddammit, just saying this shit just to get that big bread. How many? Okay, 3 days ago, you only got 158,000 views, but I'm pretty sure they watched it all the way to the end, So he made some pretty penny. But that's what I'm saying. Some motherfuckers, that's why. If you're going to talk about something, keep it a G. Keep it a thigh wow, because that's otherwise, man, that's bullshit. It's bullshit. Make people like me mad, because you know damn well you should keep your fucking hands to yourself.
Because they eat up the propaganda. Now, I don't believe in any of that stuff. I wasn't raised that way, and that might be the difference maker there. It always goes back to parenting, right? My mother never made it about race. She made it about character. She made it about competence, and she ultimately always made.
See, that's one of the problems right there. Because that's a good way she raised you, but at the end of the day, they got to end. Listen, at the end of the day, some shit is straight wrong and you feel it in your spirit. Maybe you ain't got soul like that to even recognize the shit. But if you do, you get what I'm saying. No, we ain't doing that. Listen, I'm pretty sure Carmelo was raised right, and also educated on the origin of things. The origin of things, if you get my drill. Not to fall in line, not to be a follower, be a leader. Give a fuck what's going on. I'm the only one out here. Even my boy, if his boy was out there, even my boy ain't fucking with me. He ain't riding with me, and I'm just like, what the fuck? Hold up, no, I ain't even think y'all was finna get like that. I was just saying, see, I didn't even think about that. You know how they allegedly was around him, surrounding him and shit. and he said what he said for them to push him and all of that shit, he probably wasn't even thinking they was gonna touch him. He was just trying to probably intimidate a motherfucker like, man, I don't care what you saying, just don't put your hands on him. He's still sitting down. Oh, I'm gonna get you out to see. Hold on. Man, don't put your hands on me, man. Then he do it. So Carmelo probably surprised, like, damn, this nigga really put, nah, I'm like, nah, shit. Yeah. Now his brother coming out, it's 2 of them. God damn, huh? Motherfuckers feeding y'all beanstalks, huh? It's 2 of them. I got twin nephews. Yeah. They about 14. They look just like. You see what I'm talking about? You be like, damn, it's 2 of them. Yeah. See what I'm saying? Man, let me tell you something. Even if Austin, I'm gonna make it even better. God damn it, I gotta do it. Let's just say Austin was my son. Huh? And somebody stabbed him. Oh, nigga, I want your head. Yup. I want your head. Hell yeah. And I said it in my last video. Them parents, they gonna want his head. I don't know what they gonna give him. But at the end of the day, they both was wrong. I don't care what nobody say. Them twins was wrong because, boy, you could have grabbed your brother and say, hey, let's go get coach. Let's go get coach. Nah, man. Huh? Nah, you probably ad-libbing with him. Come on, man. What brother wouldn't? Stop playing with me. As you should. You're supposed to have your brother back. But see, this is the thing, people. Keep your hands to yourself. Now, it looked like Carmelo was too quick with that knife on y'all ass. Whatever type of knife it was. Because y'all should have been beating his ass then. You wasn't quick enough. Now your ass got stabbed in the goddamn chest. Because if you a little taller than him, that's all he's saying. Chest, nigga. Now, if a motherfucker got a gun and they have been trained right, it's head, chest, and guts. Preferably the head first. That's why we got to stop this violence. Because everybody wasn't raised no type of way. They raised them goddamn selves. It's all up here. Did nobody have to show them and tell them certain shit? That's the ones you need to stay away from. Don't go off, they parents, how they was raised and shit. You can't do that all the time, nigga. Because now you going too damn far down the bloodline. Nah, it's me. I'm the one they talking about. Why you gotta bring my mama and my daddy and everybody else in this motherfucker? Nah, nigga, because if we gonna do that, we gonna go all the way back and see why my ancestors let me get in your ass. Let's go all the way back. Let's see what your family did to my family. It had to been something like that. Damn it, now you want shit. What the fuck? Quit playing so damn much.
About common sense. And I would argue what your
father, they're going to now name them parentage cases.
Nah, he went on
the
to something else.
The first rule of New York government.
But yeah, people, I don't like dude Davari Darkins. Yeah, man, because the way he was talking, I was like, boy, please, shit. The fuck is you on? It's the principle at the end of the day. If they gonna say, if some people want to be racist about the situation, I'm just gonna say it's the principle for me. Keep your hands to yourself and give a fuck what color you is.
We're actually going to get into what happened during the first day of the Carmelo Anthony trial.
Now they say this dude lied though. He said man says he viewed surveillance video in Carmelo Anthony case. Now see, this is what got, and he's shit. I say he supposed to be a PDF file allegedly and all this other shit, but he's claimed he was out there and he synced shit. The damn
to hear from someone
video.
Who actually was in the courtroom and able to see what was going on with the surveillance footage that was shown on day one, and then we'll actually get into the initial arrest warrant that Amy was able to get over to us, so you guys can see exactly what police reported, exactly what was said, and how that's going to play out in trial. So let's hear this gentleman who says that he was allowed to view the surveillance footage during the early stages of the investigation into April of 2025. When the whole situation was down. Let's see what he had to say.
You seen the video, don't you? Was it clear enough or was it fuzzy or what? No, it was clear enough where you see the actual individual raindrops come by the camera. Okay. That's not clear. You actually see them walking it up. You can see that Carmelo is already up under there, he's under there minding his business.
Dodging the rain, or
Yeah, it was still raining, you know. Right. So yeah, that day we were under a tornado watch.
Right.
We were under thunderstorm warning, and we know we already had some light rain then, and it started raining again, and it was over with.
okay.
So that's kind of what happened on that day. But they were at a rain delay already. And so during that time when that happened, the twins, their two buddies, and a few other kids, there was a few kids involved with them. They were all coming from the direction of the middle school,
Right.
coming walking back up.
Right.
On the video, you can see those four that actually was involved, and maybe about 3 or 4 others that was with them, skipping up, trying to catch up line. One veered off probably toward his way to go to the coach. He kind of distracted him a little bit. And then the other 4 came walking together. One went in front of them and went past.
Right.
The other 4 went and they.
Now, I don't know if he tells the truth, but when he claims allegedly a student went to the coach to distract him, whatever, I don't know, because it kind of seemed right if he's not lying, because if he was telling him, hey, we got a problem over here, it's a student and not supposed to be on a tent, that coach would immediately came over there. You see? So, what's going on, people?
Surrounding Carmelo, you know, if you're
And
Carmelo,
they showed it on that video.
it's on the video.
Okay, come on.
You can see him.
I'm gonna say your stuff.
I'll
He
put it
outside
on.
the courthouse, though,
Actually,
so.
when you're watching the video, pay attention to this part right here, because if you look anywhere else, you might miss everything.
Okay.
So
I
watch
wanna
those
see
4.
video.
There are 4 right there coming up.
Right.
That's exactly what they said.
Okay.
And so you have no way to be confused that it's those 4. So they come up, they surround them, and this immediate moment of not even a few seconds of a pause, and that's when they jump. And so,
So
it
they
was,
actually did jump you.
yeah, it wasn't just no touch, it wasn't just all that moment. Yeah, it was a push, it was all kind of things. But Austin pushed, Hunter hit, and then everybody swung. But at the same
Now,
time,
what he
one of
said
one
was-
of the twins that
Hunter push and Austin hit.
got some leaks
all
on
4.
it. So it showed that in the video.
That's in the video. So again, you got Hunter and Austin standing in the middle,
Okay.
and you have the light bright boy here, and you have the
People
dark
in
boy
the
here.
comments was
I
like,
think that's what I remember.
this dude, what he's saying doesn't match up to what the defense said. And you know, hey man, shit. Keep your hands to yourself, bro. You know what I'm saying? People not saying that though. Some people are, but they not saying it to the point where y'all are children. You was supposed to what? Go get an adult. Bottom line. He's supposed to get an adult. If you don't want to take somebody's life, I'm talking for adults now. And you like, man, no, I'm calling police on you. Get the fuck out of my crib. You still on premises. Hey man, you better come get him for I'm telling you, he talking this mad shit, saying he got shit. I'm gonna get him. You better get here before I get him. Is he on your property? Yes, he is. He's in a woo car. You see what I'm saying? Some people don't want that in their life. So they will call the police on you. It ain't because they scared, they snitching. No, nigga, get the fuck on. You ain't worth it. I need to save that for somebody that really is worth it. You know what I'm saying? Like, ain't anybody going to jail for no petty shit. I ain't got time to be in the police face over no petty shit. If it's going to be like that, I got to be in their face. It's getting you away from me. Call police. Huh? Man, fuck that. You're putting your hands on people.
So I have to go back and think about it. But that's where they were. One was going up and down while they were talking and kind of pushing or whatever he was doing. Austin and Hunter was in front. So where they're talking about grabbing bags, Hunter actually said that I grabbed his bag.
Right.
And then later on, he said that Austin threw the bag.
Okay.
Jeff also said the same thing. And so that's them both.
Right. So if one of them grabbed the bag, then one of them threw the bag, where was the knife? Was the knife in the bag? So you mean to tell me Carmelo got to the bag after y'all threw it and all that shit, then pulled the knife out? Y'all should have ran away. Or was the weapon on his person? See, it's a lot of shit that people saying and not saying. And what did that mean? Because it's like, y'all said it was in his bag. He kept saying he got something in his bag. You gonna find out type shit. You hear me? Like,
antagonized. And But you know, under Texas law, I just have the fear that you're about to do something to me and you can get up out of here. Yeah, so you.
Yeah, a lot of places are like that as well. We've seen in other cases, if you fear for your life in that way, you have the right to use a certain amount of force.
But at that point, he still stood there and stopped there, and whatever they say alleged was said, you don't know that until they get you to it here. But once they did that, they started hitting him. Carmelo actually was able to back out and try to get away. So he was actually trying to get away the first time. Austin grabbed him, and you can see his hoodie coming out of this, and they brought him back in.
Okay.
And when they brought him back in, that's when you see Austin on the headlock. You can see that all the rest of them still hitting. That must be when the poke happened, because he was able to get out again. He backed out. He looked to the right. That's where the other little kid was filming, and they got some cell phone footage too. Well, that's where he was filming. He looked directly at him in his camera, and then he went this way to the left. He went down. He fell. And that's when they realized he was gone. So they were still punching. And when he fell, that's when they all turned around. They started chasing. Austin tried to go chase him too, but he grabbed his chest. I guess he realized that something happened to him. And that's when he went down a little bit and he fell down.
See, his details sound like he telling the truth though. A lot of people don't believe this shit, what he's saying. And I get it, man, because everybody's making a fuss, jumping to conclusions. That's really what it comes down to. And then when we start hearing, people outside, this is at a protest, outside the courtyard, the court. So, not far from the court. So it's like, when you start hearing shit like that, motherfuckers like, he wasn't jumped. No, he wasn't. Nobody put his hands on him. But you can't say that because everybody knows he at least pushed him. That's to be true. You mean that's all he did? But just this in your chest. Think about it. You know where that boy pushed him at like this in his fucking chest, shoulder area. Yes, he did. He didn't mush him like, man, get your fuck on. No. You do two hands like that, nigga, you be done dislocated something in the neck. You know what I'm talking about? Like, dude, stop playing. These motherfuckers is strong, and he didn't push that boy. He didn't push him, he shoved him. He shoved Carmelo. And not lightly, nigga. Enough to get the other person in an outrage. Like, hey, wait a minute. Man, don't be touching me.
So all three of them were chasing. But Carmelo was so fast, he got away and went around to the coach. And so you can see them on the video pointing toward Carmelo and the coach. And I can imagine, because Carmelo out of the camera on that moment, that he was telling the coach what happened.
Yeah.
And then that's when Hunter said he whipped his head around. That's a true statement. He just wasn't sitting with his head. He whipped his head around, you see him on the video, and that's when he walked over to where Austin was, but he never touched him. So all that stuff about him rendering aid, hold his heart, he never did that because the coach grabbed him and he was holding him. So at the end of the day, that's kind of where the moment is. But they did.
Listen, it's interesting because that's the story that's been told is that, hey, his brother died in his brother's arms. And this man's saying that's not true necessarily.
And we'll just play the game. Even if it was just a push, you still assaulted him because it was unwanted. By your own definition, you were murdered. Them saying that, leave me alone, and I'm not going. You assaulted him. Period. But they did beat him. And if you look at the, not the photo that Fox 4 put out, because that was one that they actually edited. I have the emails proof.
Now, Legendary saying they edited the shit.
Collin County one. You can see the webs and stuff on the car, and you can see the nose is swollen. You can see the webs under his neck, and so that's the reason why they edited the one from Fox and kind of airbrushed it. And you see they put the locks of his hair there.
All right,
yeah, they were saying they pulled some of his hair because he do got a haircut now. But I could see why they get a haircut to like, you know what I'm saying. You go on the court, you don't want to look like, you know what I'm saying, street or nothing. You want to go in there like bing, with the suit and all of that. You know, we gonna cut your hair. But
that's what's being told by someone who is able to see the video, the surveillance video, or allegedly. We have went through and verified this information, and it appears that this man was involved in what was going on, able to see this video.
Now let's actually get into the arrest report. We have the official arrest report here and see what police had to say about what happened at the scene and even what Carmelo said. Check this out. So you have the arrest warrant
And they say them
Carmelo
boys was
Anthony. And here's the initial narrative that they say.
Feet.
At approximately, it looks like 10 a.m., Stanley School Resource Officer E. Cortez heard over the radio dispatch call out a stabbing call that was the individual that was vehicle. While the suspect sees the sector as a sergeant.
No black and white, none of that shit. And people going over that. You know, you gotta make your money. I don't give a fuck about no goddamn black and white. All right. I don't give a fuck about no these two people are black and one of them white. I don't give a fuck about no black and white paperwork. It's the principle, goddammit. All you gotta tell me. Look it. Hold up. My computer got a bug in it or some shit. Man, my stomach growling. I got some Popeyes though, nigga. So Ratchet TV ass live right now. Wait a minute, Ratchet. Let me see. He talking about the case, bro. He was out there though. He was boots on ground. You got an open panel.
I study laws. This is what I do for a living. I learned how to just do this. So I'm pretty sure that I'm right now. I'm pretty sure. I know what I'm talking about.
5 minutes ago.
They definitely have to choose one of the other ratchet. Exactly. They're going to choose if he's guilty or innocent of murder. And then if they feel like he is innocent of the murder, they're going to say, okay, well, is he guilty or innocent or manslaughter? Or is he guilty or innocent of involuntary manslaughter or negligent homicide or something? I don't know what they're going to all put on that sheet. I have no idea. I'm just throwing shit out there just to make it fit something because I don't know exactly what they're going to put on the sheet because I'm not with them filling it out. So they're going to put something to the lines of murder in the first degree, or maybe murder in the second degree, or murder in the third degree, or negligent homicide, or manslaughter, or involuntary manslaughter, or voluntary manslaughter, or something. They're going to figure out if he's guilty of one thing. They want him to be guilty of something so he gets some time. Or the jury could say, you know what? I don't think he's guilty of anything. I think he's innocent of all this shit.
But mind you, it must have been all white kids that was fucking with him too. Then get to the shit.
From this one, like he wasn't supposed to show up, but he was there anyway.
That was a dope intro.
Just a whole sticky situation, bro. Honestly,
that was tight.
God rest little homie's soul, bro. I wish that
like get a real nigga.
None of this would have happened. Yeah, I wish that you would have just minded your business that day.
God damn, I got to subscribe.
Didn't feel the need to stab you. I wish.
God damn. This is what I need to hear from motherfuckers if you gonna get on this bitch talking about this shit. That's for any damn race. You just can't. Any human being, you just fucking, I can't go to work and show the real me. I can't do, I would be fired. Probably, goddammit. In jail, all type of shit. You can't do that, people. In public places, you can't. I don't give a fuck where you at. You can be at church, bitch. You can't be like, you can't use force with shit. You know what I'm saying? You just can't. On either side, any parent, you can't let your children move like that in life. You know what I'm saying? Especially and train them from when they kids. Like, I wish a motherfucker, and they hear this. I wish a motherfucker would put their hands on my child knees up, so they didn't go through life like they got that backup plan. You want to have your child not be too comfortable. Don't get too comfortable. Bitch, don't get too comfortable. That's that future. So you can't have them going through life like they always got a backup. That's for money and everything. When they always asking you for money, no, because they got to learn I'm not going to always be here. So, yeah, I'm going to need you to get on your A game. And you can't walk around like the world revolves around your stank ass and you the shit like that there. It ain't nothing going to ever happen to you. You fucking untouchable. You can say and do what the fuck you want. No, you can't. Because by the time your parents find out, you young motherfuckers, The damage has been done. My baby ain't never hurt nobody, but he still got smoked at Bebe's party. Rest in peace, Easy. You motherfucker. I'm a Martian. I'm a goddamn alien. I'm from a whole nother era. With my damn era, y'all trying to erase that shit. Talking about Jay-Z. And see, I'm going off subject. Jay-Z with the afro, and he did his thing he did right. But then they want to say, these younger motherfuckers talking about going viral, talking about Jay-Z never had the rap game on lock. Like what? I'm the biggest Tupac fan. I'm one of his two biggest fans, and Jay-Z did have it on lock. But one thing about Pac, he said your name in the song. You know how many people he mentioned in them damn songs? Motherfucker would never say nothing about Pac till he was dead. Back to Gap 2 Games, man. Games. 12,700 subscribers. Y'all go subscribe to your boy, because I'm gonna have to start looking at his content, especially on this. Now his title is Carmelo Anthony Trial Exposed ? Witness caught lying in court ? So who was lying, Pimpin? I think I'm gonna believe you.
That this whole situation could have been avoided. But honestly, I feel like it's a self-defense situation.
Let's go back to what you said.
Like, he wasn't supposed to show
intro
up.
was fire, but it's too damn long.
It's just a whole sticky situation.
Well, no,
honestly,
in a minute. Okay.
God rest little homie's soul, bro. I wish that none of this would have happened. I wish that you would have just minded your business that day. I wish little homie didn't feel the need to stab you. I wish that this whole situation could have been avoided. But honestly, I feel like it's a self-defense situation, and we're going to be tuning in and seeing what they're talking about in this one. So we are dropping into a reaction zone. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit that hype button. And let's see what they got going on in Carmelo Anthony's case, man. Let's see it.
Shout out to Urban Politician. He playing his reaction video. Urban Politician.
We're gonna stand by ours regardless. This is about race.
Clean 88 on everybody's shit.
But looming over the defense is a question that has haunted this trial from the very beginning. Why did Carmelo Anthony have a knife at a high school track meet event today? Cody, let's talk about how the state finished their case and call a witness today who's kind of the link between Carmelo Anthony and Austin Metcalf. He was teammates with Austin Metcalf, knew Carmelo Anthony to some extent. His name is Eddie. Why was his testimony?
Eddie, that's his fucking name.
So we've heard this Eddie character's name, Chris, throughout the entire duration of all the student witnesses that have taken the stand. He is the common denominator. We heard a lot of people saying Carmelo knew Eddie. He came over and dapped Eddie up, gave him a handshake. Eddie was a childhood friend of Carmelo's now ex-girlfriend. So that's the connection there.
Okay.
Now, based on the testimony that the students brought up during the prosecution's case, they were all saying that.
Fuck that. Nah, they showing the mugshot. Now, on that mugshot, you do see. Now, I'm looking dead at him, so I guess it's his left eye. It could be his right eye. But you do see it's puffy. Like either he ain't been getting enough sleep, he been crying because they said he was crying. But both eyes should be puffy like that up underneath there. So, you know what I'm saying? Did somebody punch you, boy? His mama know the truth, damn it. His daddy
Eddie
do
and
too.
Carmelo looked like they knew each other. There was, the obvious flame. That's what the defense kind of talked about in their opening statement. He gets on the stand today. They're going through his testimony. He's about 5 or 10 minutes in. And then Eddie kind of all but says he knew who Carmelo was. They were cool, but he verbally said, I wouldn't say we were friends. It was just kind of someone that he knew. Okay, cool. Now we move on to the cross-examination by the defense. And this is, I feel, was a little bit of a win for the defense. They showed
he just was more friends with Austin than he was of Carmelo. That's what it's looking like.
50th birthday parties for Carmelo's ex-girlfriend's mother. Remember, Eddie and the girlfriend, this girl named Valeria, they were the ones that knew each other. Carmelo was, I guess, the third party, you would say.
But that's her boyfriend, so if you see the best friend, you're going to see the boyfriend because the girl.
Okay, they showed some group photos kind of establishing. Then, here's another defense win to me today. They showed photos of Carmelo and Eddie together. Just being teenagers goofing off. One is playing a guitar. They're making silly faces at the camera. So Eddie gets up there on the examination saying, yeah, I know him, but, I wouldn't say he's a friend. But then the defense pushes back and it's like, hey, if you're not friends, why do you have all these pictures together?
State rested its case. One notable absence, Hunter Metcalf, Austin Metcalf's twin brother. He has not been allowed inside the courtroom during testimony because he remains a potential witness. Prosecutors could still call him later in rebuttal. One of the final prosecution witnesses, a mutual friend of both Austin Metcalf and Carmelo Anthony. He testified that after Anthony was asked to leave the memorial team tent, the confrontation escalated. He told jurors Anthony said, "Touch me and find out." He later testified, "I saw Austin fall back and yell, 'I've been stabbed.'" He also told the jury Anthony was not a close friend of his, but on cross-examination, defense attorneys challenged his account, showing jurors photos of him and Anthony together and questioning why he didn't step in to defuse the situation.
I'm wondering why he would lie. You know
Even
what I'm
if y'all
saying?
ain't
Why
cool
you
like
up
that,
there
that's your
lying,
best
trying to make
friend,
it seem
which is
like
his
y'all wasn't cool like
girlfriend
that
is
when
your best friend,
obviously you
Eddie.
were. Unless
Like, why wouldn't
he's being coerced. And to
nobody
speak
was
like that.
the mature
Like,
one?
y'all gotta
Out
understand,
the
bro. This
crowd,
case is
nothing. Nobody
highly
tried to
racialized. You know
de-escalate
what
a
I'm
goddamn
saying? This
thing. Now
is
you
a
know that's
case
crazy.
that,
Because they was ad-libbing on.
man, bro,
Some
this
of them
kid
was
is fighting
ad-libbing
an
on. They
uphill
want the
battle
shits. They
from
want
the
the
jump.
smoke.
You know what I'm
We just
saying?
like,
And
motherfucker, yep. They
man,
always think they hard.
it's
Yeah.
it's
Now
gonna
it's
be
3 of us.
Mickey
It's
and
4 of us.
Tricky.
It's
Like
5 of us. It's
it's
6 of us. What you
it's
gonna
gonna
do?
be one of them, dog. It's
Fucked around and found
so
out.
I have no doubt in my mind that he might have had like a lawyer or you know, somebody telling him, "Hey, yo, make it seem like y'all weren't cool like that." Like, man, bro, let's keep going.
When asked who was at fault for the stabbing, he responded, "I don't know."
When something like this happens, you're going to have witnesses of all kinds, older adults and young kids that they're still startled, you know, and things of that sort. So that's going to sometimes play into what they see or what they hear.
With the state's case complete, the defense quickly began presenting its own witnesses. A Centennial track coach testified track meets are often relaxed. Athletes frequently move between team areas, and he was unaware of any rule prohibiting
This
students
particular
from
day,
sitting
they
under
had a
another
problem with
team's
Carmelo
tent.
sitting right
He
there. They
also
like,
testified Centennial requires that the
uh-uh.
coach be present at
What's
his
up,
team tent
Aquaman?
because teenagers can sometimes get into
Talking about this
conflicts.
Carmelo
The
stuff.
testimony appeared aimed at supporting the defense's self-defense claim and raising questions about the circumstances leading up to the confrontation.
What you do is you look at it from a reasonable person standing in the shoes of that individual. So knowing everything, a reasonable person in Mr. Anthony's shoes and all that's going on around them is.
Yeah, I understand completely. Somebody, one party was like, they got the power to do whatever the fuck going on, to and one party was like, shit, I'm gonna defend myself. However, I got to. Because if Carmelo would have just beat his ass, he still would have been in trouble. They would have made a big thing about that. Oh, he come over to that tent and he just started beating up on people. He told them to leave and then he just swung on it. Like, man, shut the fuck up, bruh. It didn't happen like nothing. It's happening like what the fuck we know, and that's A, B, and C, bitch. Motherfucker put their hands on somebody, and we can start off with, well, if you got to start off from the very beginning, they saying Carmelo exited down, whatever the fuck, bruh. But this A, B, and C right here in my eyes, you put your hands on somebody. Huh? You should have went and got an adult. You put your hands on somebody, it turned to an altercation, a real life critical altercation, and now somebody's dead. All because you didn't mind your business. But he was over that tent. His coach put him in charge. But you didn't tell the student, if you have a problem, come get me. And maybe Austin knew that shit, and Hunter. But at the same time, you had one job and you fucking failed. And I am not being funny. You failed. You supposed to have went and got an adult. When was that ever cool? Give a fuck. Your ass in school. You in school. That's the point. You supposed to win and got an adult. Then none of this would have happened. And Carmelo probably would remember never to do that shit again. Fuck y'all tents. Because I had a little altercation. You know what I'm talking about? Oh no, you want to put your hands on somebody. Now it's the end of the fucking world. Yeah. Keep your hands to yourself. Matter of fact, keep your motherfucking hands to your motherfucking self.
that's something that's justified based on the reasonable person's perception.
Tell it just like that
The
because
defense
that's what it
expected
is.
to
That's the
continue
way
calling
only people
witnesses on
understand.
Monday, and the state could still
You gotta talk
call
like that
Hunter
because it's
Metcalf
like,
as a
damn.
rebuttal witness later on in this trial, and we don't know yet if Carmelo Anthony will take the stand.
Yeah.
Yo, it's Big Ant, the spokesman, man, be back. Another edition of Urban Politicians TV, UPTV. Make sure you stay on your pivot at all times, man. Had to come tap me in. And first and foremost, I do want to once again send prayers up to everybody involved with this situation right here. It's most.
Now he just put up an article. It's ABC 7. It says stabbing. Prosecutor tells jury that teens unaliving at a Texas track meet was red rum, not self-defense. And that was on Friday, June 5th, 2026. Wow. No, that was murder. That wasn't no goddamn self-defense. Really? It's both for... Because, you know, the court and shit and law got the different meanings of shit. But to me, whether it was self-defense or red rum, to me, it's the same thing. Of course, it's going to turn into that because somebody died. That don't mean I wasn't taking up for myself, so I won't die, or I won't have to be with a broken leg and broken rib and a broke nose. Like, what? That's why, you know, stay out of trouble. If you can avoid it, all of this could have been avoided on both ends. That's why I say they both are wrong. But if y'all want to turn into some race shit, well then shit, he should have put his hands on it.
Something that's draining and draining for you to have to go through with this right here, whether it's losing somebody.
That's when I get mad.
Also, a situation where you don't know the future of one of your loved ones and the burden that it takes down on your family, having to wake up and go through this. Most definitely prayers up. And I had a links in the description where you can watch the clips in the beginning and full it from
I don't know why he doing a reaction, but why you
under that tent.
play all that? You should have edited that out.
I bet if you go to Joel Osteen's church and have all them kids in there empty out their pockets, I bet you, because that's a mega church, I bet you out of 1,000 little boys, you gonna get at least 100 of them with knives in their pockets. And it's like, why are you bringing a knife to church? But it's Texas. It's not that weird. Like,
if bring his knife there, he could possibly still be alive. But then you have to weigh in the other side of, well, if you
didn't have a knife
and say something to him and put your hands on him, you don't even know that he has the knife there. And that's what y'all have to understand.
Thank you, urban politicians.
Facts. I don't call the shots.
You don't know what people got on them, and here you go shoving motherfuckers.
But in the state of Texas, what is considered as first-degree murder, it has to check off all of those dots. He had to defend
himself by any means necessary, and so be it. You hear me?
The law by going under the tent. And
Carmelo was 130 pounds,
it's just
I think 5'9", and 17 at the time. They said them twins was 200 and some pounds and a good 6'1", 6'2", or some shit. Like, bro, quit playing with me. That's why it went in his goddamn chest, because he's eye view of your fucking chest, bro.
Somebody that will supervise people and under these team tests to make sure fights don't break out and conflicts don't happen. You never know, he could have been punching and just... It's not like foreign things. Listen, man, because if you think about it, if you're going to stab a motherfucker, bro, you probably, and you ain't used to stabbing nobody, you probably going to hit him in the stomach or something. Like, man, damn, because you kind of scared, but even if you ain't scared, nigga, bro, you right here in my face. Person that we mutual with. It's raining outside. You come tell me, get out.
You punch a motherfucker, because I don't know if he got punched.
And then he says,
that'll tick you off too. Now you just going for the first nigga. You right there in my face. I didn't know it was rules on where I could stab you to save my motherfucking life. Like, I know you lying.
It's gonna be based off of what the jury said. It's just the facts of it. But in the state of Texas, a stabbing happened out here before. And I keep putting people onto this case. Y'all can look it up yourselves. Case in Allison last year. I covered this one. And it was happening around the time this incident happened, where they found him not guilty of the murder charge. They did negligent homicide.
which is a
You
much
facing
very
6
less
months to 2 years
way
in
less
prison.
agreeable charge,
Case
which caused
analysis.
6 months to 2 years of state jail.
Sound like
And they ended up coming back later with enhancement. Those two guys were beefing. It was altercations. Like, now, it didn't get physical before them at first, but they understood they had a problem. They ended up getting into it inside the school bathroom.
And they probably the only ones in the bathroom.
Somebody pulls out a knife, stabs the guy multiple times.
Damn.
Most definitely, God bless.
See, that's another thing.
Multiple times.
I'm glad you said that. See, that guy, he stabbed him multiple times. If Carmelo was really on demon time, people think about it. He would have stabbed him more than once. That adrenaline would have been pop, pop. Make sure you don't come back. He just want to make sure. You got people like that. Want to make sure. Hey, man, he stabbed me one time, bro. And unfortunately, it went through the man's heart. He got to run into the coach like, and then they like, well, he said he did it. Yeah, he said he did it. He even asked, was he going to be okay? But nope, they don't give a fuck about that. The boy died. One of ours died. One of yours didn't. See, people got to understand, way back in the day, it was black and white. It was always about black and white. When you had your water fountains and shit of that nature, blacks come to the back of the establishment to get served and shit like that. It wasn't Asians coming to the back. It wasn't Japanese coming to the back. It wasn't water fountain for China and then white people. This is my point. It's always been about black and white. So any other race, they got, especially, damn it, any other race, they got something to fucking say, and you are agreeing with, yeah, he need to go to jail, that's the law, da, da, da. Man, listen, y'all ain't got no dog in this motherfucking fight, bitch. I don't even have a dog in the fight, but I do have a dog in the fight, because it's the principle. They done blew this goddamn story up, bitch. You think I ain't gonna talk about it? Oh, no, I'm putting my 2 cents in, bitch. I don't give a fuck who don't see it and who do see it. God damn it. That's how that's gonna end, and that's how that and how it began, and in the future and the past. The hell with that. You got me fucked up. You motherfuckers don't want us on Carmelo's side. Sorry, not sorry. That's your damn problem. Because if it come out for real, that what people saying and shit on this internet is true. What I tell y'all, us black folks got a saying, look at God. It ain't gonna matter how this shit go. It's gonna be some shit in that area of Texas. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And it shouldn't be if people just acknowledge that both parties were wrong. But it's so many people out here just ready to do some shit like that. They don't give a fuck about this shit. Carmelo or Austin. They just want to be, they want some smoke, bruh. They tired of how the world going and everything. They don't give a fuck. They just gonna be out here. You know how them motherfuckers could be crisis actors.
Now, see, I feel like in that case, you got a way bigger, like, actual case for murder. You know what I'm saying? In the case where the white dude stabbed the Mexican dude because they were beefing prior to. Like, they probably set up a place to link up like most high school kids do. Man, what nigga shit? Because they probably beefing about something stupid. What? You said you having sex with Felicia? Nigga, I'm having sex with Felicia. Nigga, Felicia having sex with half the damn school. Y'all ain't even realizing it. But y'all beefing over this little girl, this little thought pocket with a hot pocket. You know what I'm saying? But then, you know what I'm saying? Meet me over at Travis Park after school, then. Homie, we can handle it. You know what I'm saying? Meet me over at Travis Park. We gonna meet in the bathroom where the homeless people be smoking they crack at. You know what I'm saying? We can do this. And then they link up. And one dude bring a knife to a fist fight. And ends up, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like that person had a lot more reason. If you're going to be convicted of murder, yeah, that's a lot, like, more reasonable. But in Carmelo's case, he's trying to avoid the rain. He's talking to a friend. If Austin never approaches him, the situation never happens.
Never happens, bro.
If Austin never approaches him with 3 other
Somebody
boys,
from your school
all
is
of
talking
them
to this guy. That gotta tell you something. That don't mean you can't go over and be like, oh, who is this? What's up, man? You go to this school, you know, try to reverse psychiatry to check out some information. No, you went straight for the gusto.
It was a situation that was different, but he
I'ma
didn't
need
get
you
found
gone.
guilty of murder. And that's why I'm
Nigga,
just pushing
y'all
the
better
facts, because I don't make the laws. I think people are looking at like,
quit
why
playing
you
with
had the
people,
night in
disrespecting
school?
people, getting in
I'm
their
not telling nobody how to feel
personal
about it. I'm
space.
just telling you how the law works when you get this out of the courtroom. It's about credibility. It's about what you can put to the jury. And it's not about what you know. It's about what you can prove. So what the defense is doing, they're trying to create what the murder conviction is based off of reasonable doubt. If you raise any bit of a reasonable doubt, the jury's not supposed to find this person
So
guilty.
let's go
And
through
then also
these
keeping it 100
comments.
with y'all.
Somebody in his comments said the Metcalf dad said months ago he knew his son was a bully. Those twins were monsters. I don't know if that's true or not, but I did hear something about he had broke his daddy ribs or something, like they got in a fight. You know. Now hold on. Somebody says Austin was kicked off the team, and the coach said Austin had no business there. Austin was not needed. Now, see, that I don't know if that sound right, because then somebody up under there said facts. But I thought they said Carmelo was suspended or something. He couldn't go to the functions. Like, what? So I got some information. I don't know. See, this shit crazy. Somebody saying all their testimonies were coach. You can tell it's those parents, if you ask me, and any adult trying to convince a kid to lie on the stand should be ashamed. Shaking my head, right? It is sad for both families. You know, somebody say, I'm in Texas and I carry more weapons than I have hands everywhere I go. Anti-black races are real. I walk home and I sometimes encounter those cowards. Stay prepared, my brothers and sisters. It's our planet, but their world. Because Hunter do be acting like he wasn't right there with Austin when this was going on type shit. Like, bruh, you know. Somebody say in Texas, we carry knives and guns everywhere, even in church, and I'm a convicted felon, and we carrying work knives and box cutters. People stop the racism and bias against my blackness. They say, why they keep saying a knife? Like he had a 5 to 10 inch knife when it was actually a legal pocket knife. Okay, so it was a pocket knife. Well, yeah. Because I just want to know, what did people learn from this situation? Fuck all that. What he should do. The court and the judge and all that, and jurors got to make that decision. You have no decision. We the people have no decision of that. People are giving out their opinions, spreading rumors, this and that, some facts, you know. But what have y'all learned from this situation? I know what I learned that I already knew. Mind your business. And keep your hands to yourself. But when you have to put your hands on somebody, because they put your hands on you, some people be waiting, then do it. But allegedly, but some people will wish you put your hands on them. Like they'll give you 2 warnings. Like you might have pushed them, like, man, don't do that again. I'm telling you, do it again. And you in their face now, like, do it again, see what happens. Nigga, hey, I pushed you once, and then next thing you know, you gone just like that. You wasn't expecting that shit. This shit happened bad. Or this motherfucker, but he noticed, oh shit, wait a minute. I'm stabbed. Yeah, now you want people to come run back and help you. Didn't nobody even know your ass was stabbed. That's how fast that shit was. Keep your motherfucking hands to your motherfucking self. Damn. You ask a motherfucker right now, what have you learned from this? They gonna say some stupid ass shit. They ain't gonna say what I said. Not a lot of people. Nope. Because them the same people that won't acknowledge that both parties were wrong. They both were wrong. Yeah. Yeah. See, motherfuckers can't acknowledge that. There's only one person wrong. You a motherfucking lie. Right? Because after that, you know what I'm going to say? He should have kept his hands to himself. He should have minded his business or went to an adult if you had a problem like that there. And that's just it. Nobody got time for all this hocus pocus ass shit. Hold up. Officer in Carmelo Anthony case confirms it was legal. Wait a minute. 6 minutes ago, Willie D live. Ghetto boys. Let's go, Willie. Let's go, Willie. 6 minutes ago, baby. Let's get some more info, because I'm tired of you motherfuckers.
What's up, family? The defense has rested in the case of 19-year-old Carmelo Anthony, accused of stabbing to death 17-year-old Austin Metcalf during a Frisco Independent School District track meet on April 2nd, 2025. Authorities say that the two young men did not know each other, and that Austin Metcalf died at the hospital from
unless you want to fuck around and find out. You heard in that cook. Grey Goose, baby, and some juice.
Now, interesting.
I'm off today, so I'm
family, because
fucking around.
There's a narrative that's been spun that Carmelo was the aggressor, and he's looking to start something. They say he's looking to start.
That's what they were saying.
He's just looking to start a fight.
And if y'all pull some of that nigga's dreads out, y'all crazy.
In this case, oh man, it is so lopsided.
That's what they said. It is all over the place.
It's supposed to be fair and impartial. They're supposed to be neutral, right? I watched one interview on Fox, and this is Fox. So they're like asking his brother Austin questions.
He's saying, Louis checking in.
Austin
He's
has been on record saying different things, changing his story up. The person that was interviewing him said, "Yeah, that was bad." You know, talking about Carmelo's actions. They're supposed to be just interviewing and getting the facts and sticking to the facts and trying to be neutral, but they can't do that.
That's what I'm saying.
Because a black guy killed a white guy.
But don't put your hands on
him. You know what I'm saying? So
his actions wouldn't have had to do that if dude would have.
This is a big thing, man. There are some
kept his hands to himself.
Inconsistencies that are being told, right?
But you don't walk on somebody you knowing damn well looking for some shit to get into. You don't do that either. But I don't think Carmelo was looking for no trouble. He knew somebody at the tent.
Of it either.
Bro.
That is the fact that
Eddie.
Carmelo Anthony's knife is legal in Texas. It's legal. A lot of people have been saying, well, why do you have the knife? Why do you bring a knife to school anyway? Who brings a knife to a track meet? Texans.
Who brings a knife to go out to eat? Motherfuckers have pocket knives going to work.
Track meet. But furthermore, there are also reports out there that
can't have shit.
And
brass
his
knuckles,
brother,
they made that illegal.
Hunter are actually the ones who had the knife. So they're trying to figure out who actually had the knife. Did Carmelo take the knife from them, or did he bring a knife out of his backpack? Now
that's the question about the backpack. Cause y'all supposed to took it and threw it. How the fuck he get the knife out?
Well, I guess it would matter one way or the other, but I'm talking about when it comes down to self-defense. When it comes down to self-defense, It doesn't matter if Carmelo pulled the knife out because the knife was legal.
Okay.
It was legal. It's legal in Texas. You can carry it around. You can have a knife in his pocket, in his backpack, at a grocery store.
Okay.
He can have it riding in his car. He can have a knife at a track meet, at a stadium, at a school stadium. It's legal. In Texas, it's legal. So all you people out there that keep on saying, where you have a track? I have a knife at a track meet.
Right, he wasn't looking for trouble. He just had a fucking knife. He probably carried all the time.
Because it's legal.
And it's legal. Shit.
Some people have, I'm sure some people showed up to that track meet with mace. You probably had
said something about some mace too.
Absolutely no
Sure did.
people that were guns. You had people that probably had other weapons. You know, this is America. You have to protect yourself. I want to know from each of you, who amongst us would have an actual weapon on them?
Everybody, you got to
be
think
attacked
that.
And not use that weapon.
That's what's wrong with people. You can't go through life thinking people don't have what you have too, because you might walk up on a motherfucker trying to be a bully or whatever. You got an issue, whatever. You might have a gun. You can't think that they don't have one too. You have to think like that. You have to think everybody's got something. Mace, a knife, a goddamn stun gun, a motherfucking... You just got to think like that. I mean... But they had a track meet, so I guess they felt like this motherfucker. Like, yeah, I get it. That's why people are saying, well, why would he have a one at a track meet? Shit, why would a motherfucker carry a fucking pocket knife anywhere? If that's the case, you just going to the grocery store, bro. You think somebody gonna jack you or something in the goddamn parking lot? Motherfucker carry that knife in the bank. Do that mean they're gonna rob the bank? I would hope not with a fucking knife. Like, dude. Keep your hands to yourself. Keep your hands to yourself. Keep your motherfucking hands to yourself. Mind your business, lady. You know what I'm saying? Keep your hands to yourself.
I'm gonna tell you straight up.
Straight up.
If somebody comes for me, if somebody try to jump me, which they say that that's what happened, that they tried to jump Carmelo. In fact, they did jump Carmelo. It wasn't just Austin, and it wasn't just us.
I know Willie ain't gonna get on here and lie.
Other boys
Willie ain't gonna do that. He would have been came back and said, you know what, the information was a lie. No, Willie ain't finna lie, nigga. Y'all jumped that boy allegedly, yeah.
This is what's being reported. This is what
shit, nigga.
A witness who
he ain't gonna keep making videos saying the same thing. Willie ain't gonna do that.
And by the way,
so fuck what you talking about, people that's thinking otherwise.
We're not interviewed. It was a cop who was questioned by the defense in court.
If I don't pay my rent,
who said that he confirmed that a knife, if
I don't pay my rent, I'm gonna say, man, fuck that rent. Then they send that 30-day notice in, and I said, man, I ain't still paying that shit. I hope you don't feel like they're not gonna kick you out. I mean, forcefully, they're gonna bring the sheriff or something. You gotta go. And don't be there. Bitch, your shit gonna be outside. We gotta get this out. We mean business. We gotta get this shit out. Why would I? This is my point. I'm not gonna fuck around and find out. You give me a notice, bitch, I'll pay the late fee. It ain't going past no motherfucking late fee. Message, it ain't what? It ain't going past the late fee. I'll pay you when I pay your motherfucking ass, but I ain't gonna get kicked out. I might have to wait. You gonna get your goddamn money, bitch? I might not be on time every time on the first, bitch. Shit, might hit you on the 4th or the 5th. And so what? And there ain't no late fee with that. I got to like the 5th. Huh? I ain't fucking around and finding out about a goddamn thing. You know what I'm gonna fuck around and find out about? This goddamn shmoney. Because I'm obligated to get this shmoney. Don't get in my way. Huh? Don't get in my way. Uncle Queen said, I got a pocket knife, rifle, 45 or 45, the big Desert Eagle, they are all in the car. What's up? Where you live at? You can ride like that? You never know. But a pocket knife, if legal, they say it's legal. As fuck, come on now. You're right. Shit pop off all the time at these games and meets. Hell yeah. It's like going to the club. You better expect the unexpected. You trying to have fun. The ones that think, like, why does he have a knife at a track meet are the same ones that will get shot at or stabbed, thinking just because they are where they at, it won't go down. You hear me? Man, I got some dope ass moderators. You hear me? You ain't lying. You can't go through life thinking that shit. Everybody got something. Nigga, everybody a little crazy, a little cuckoo. Everybody woke up on the wrong side of the bed. If I woke up on the wrong side of the bed, somebody else did too. Huh? Yeah. I might have woke up on the left side. They woke up on the right side. Both of them wrong sides of the bed. Because you might have went to sleep on the left side. Hey, man, I ain't got time for all that. You woke up on the right side. How the fuck you get over there, bitch? You shifted in your sleep hole? Yeah. Fight demons. I was over there last night. I'm at the end of the bed. What the fuck happened in this bitch? Damn.
So now, what y'all gonna talk about now? I know how y'all do it. I know you real well. I studied you. You're gonna pivot now and just start talking about other stuff. You're gonna start talking about things you really don't know, things that have not been confirmed, because you have to stick to a narrative that the black guy was in the wrong.
Exactly.
You have to stick to a narrative
they both wrong. Why?
That the black guy was out of pocket. That Austin was
he ain't had to push him,
the victim.
And he ain't had to stab him. And if y'all jumped him, that's why he stabbed one of them motherfuckers. Hey, man.
About black life.
Austin was getting most of the licks then, if that's what happened. Listen, getting your ass.
Opinion about black life.
Then y'all chase
so when I see it,
man, get the fuck on, bro.
I'm gonna call it out. When I see the BS, I'm gonna call it out.
I've been stabbed,
see,
man.
That is the beauty of independent journalism. We don't have to just listen to mainstream media, which all of them.
It could have been his last goddamn word. I've been stabbed.
Aside. All
help
of them
me.
have decided that.
I don't want to die. You see? Too young to be saying shit like that. Going through shit like that,
I'm just talking about
damn.
media outlets where you see visuals. I'm talking about
17 and shit like that.
The articles that are being written. The articles are
acting ass at a track meet.
To make you believe.
They acting ass towards another motherfucker. Then he stabbed a motherfucker. Everybody's acting ass.
Like that.
Where's the adults? Just because you send a motherfucker over there, he over the tent. Now, one adult over there at that motherfucking tent. People's daughters and shit is over there with all these men, young men, feeling over like, hey girl, you know, I always like you. See all that fraternization? No adult. I ain't even watching the tent.
The exposure that technology gives you.
Think about that shit.
He'd be cooked.
All this shit going on with no adult nowhere until the boy got stabbed.
And I got
now you know that's great.
All
that y'all ain't see nobody getting roughed up and shit pushed. Like, come on, man.
This other information y'all can really trip out when y'all hear that. Yeah, they're trying to railroad this boy. They know for a fact, and those are the ones who are listening, who are against Carmelo Anthony. You know for a fact,
for sure,
if the shoe was on the other foot, this case would be already closed.
And you know
they would not have dragged Austin Metcalf into.
All that boy would have had to do was cry on the stand or whatever.
Austin Metcalf stabbed Carmelo,
and he would have let off.
Called it self-defense and shut that down.
But it's like 4 of y'all around the nigga. Oh man, he said that.
All you black folks out there that live in these small towns that are
even though they was bigger,
y'all better be careful because if something go down, they are absolutely going to stick together. They would not have dragged Austin Metcalf into a courtroom.
Willie D just said some real shit.
Austin Metcalf stabbed Carmelo.
Hold on.
They would have called it self-defense and shut that down.
This the part he said some real shit.
All you black folks out there that live in these small towns that are predominantly white, y'all better be careful. Because if something go down, they're absolutely going to stick together. If something go down, the deck is going to be stacked against you. You're going to probably end up with an all-white jury or a predominantly white jury that have a very low opinion about your life.
They gonna remember this case.
You got to be.
They gonna be like, did he get off on this one? Guess what? Lightly.
See, they get to make mistakes, and when they youngsters make mistakes,
you know what I'm saying?
When our youngsters make mistakes,
this shit crazy. That's probably what they thinking about his ass right now, though.
Just like the rest of them. Whatever happened to him, he deserved it.
Yeah, at this point,
they have no compassion whatsoever for our youngsters. They don't allow our youngsters to make mistakes. They don't allow our young boys to be.
That's okay. Willie said what he said. Aqua Queen said, "This is the South. We are prepared for where we going. We got to get back home at the end of the day. You never know, but should have told someone though, because it's gonna be easy to prosecute him. Yeah. Track meets don't be that packed unless it's state. Any other old meat, it be dead as fuck with a few people there. They saw and didn't say or do shit. Yeah, but the moment somebody got pulled up, it's OMG. You hear me? That's what I've been saying. They're going to throw the book at me. See, motherfuckers feel like I feel. Some people do. Because I just feel like, man, and then at the end of the day, man, he should have kept his hands to himself, bro. Like, come on, man. It was all type of alternatives they both could have took. But when you put your hands on somebody, man, they talking about he got jumped and shit like that. Man, fuck all that. Nah, our queen said they were going to throw the book at him. See, I don't know. I can't answer that shit. Because I don't know what they going to do. All I can say is, look at God. You know what I'm saying? Us black folks got a saying, look at God. You hear me? You don't know how this shit going to turn out. At the end of the day, though, however it turned out, people need to keep their hands to themselves. But since they have blew this story up, and for some reason, the universe is letting y'all get at black people like that again for the millionth time, it's always for a reason. You know what I'm saying? This is just a shell of a body. There is a thing of God could take you out your body before you got shot or anything like that. Like you didn't feel shit, you was instantly gone. I believe that. I ain't saying everybody, but shit. My only fear of death is coming back reincarnated. Huh? Yeah. Keep your hands to yourself, people. All right, this is a product of that. And fuck around and find out. That is also a product of that. And racism ain't never went nowhere, people. You see, you gotta decipher who playing that shit off too, though. Because you could be kind of cool with certain motherfuckers, but everybody always at the end of the day will show you their true colors. It's gonna come out. Now, if you ignore it, that means you would keep ignoring it. Now, I ain't gonna keep ignoring it because I don't fuck with certain people anyway. And I ain't just talking about races. I'm talking about any fucking race. Zero tolerance of bullshit. You show me your true colors and it's over. Because let me tell you something. Life is too short. That's what I've learned. Life is too short. Especially to prove a point. For what? Prove a point for what? No, my point is being a productive adult in society, minding my goddamn business. You hear me? That's how I survive. Stay out people's face. If I want to be in your face, I'll be in your face. If I don't, you will never see me. You don't know where you been. Motherfucker, see, ain't seen you in years. Maintaining my business. Getting to this shmoney, because I'm obligated to get to this shmoney. You feel me? I ain't got time to be. Man, God damn it. My moderator say, at this point, stay at home. You know what I mean? God damn it, I'm off today. Motherfucker asked me yesterday, but it's storm today. Before I was off for today, they was like, you got any plans for your off days? I wouldn't tell you anyway, but no. I ain't doing shit but resting, fool. Enjoying the fruits of my labor. Finally. And I think I'm calling on Wednesday, so I might have a motherfucking 3-day because ain't nobody gonna tell me when I got to work. If I want to take a day off, because I just found out in the last 90 days I only missed 2 days. That ain't like me. Motherfuckers like, you need to step your game more. They joking. I was like, yeah. And that was a supervisor. I was like, shit, that was good. Oh, you should have told me that, bitch. Oh, yeah. Only 2 days in the last 90 days. I done did better. Much better. Nigga, don't play with me. This first day is gonna be bullshit. Don't do a motherfucking thing. Just bullshit. Like I ain't just a bum ass motherfucker. Yep, I'm a bum today, goddammit. Tomorrow I'ma get better. You know, be a little productive, maybe buy some groceries and shit of that nature, household stuff. You hear me? Third day, half of that day I'm gonna do some shit, but then I'm gonna probably go to sleep so I can get up and go to work because I think I'm taking off. I'll go back Thursday, goddamn. Huh? What? Take a sick day. Ain't even gonna take no annual leave. Yeah, I said it. I need time. My ankles hurt. They swole. Huh? They feel like it anyway. Huh? Hear them cracking? I'm moving them. Yeah. Motherfucker. Fuck that shit. Pay attention to your circle before they hurt you. That's what Hassan said. We got to do better. Parents. We got to do better parents. Huh? I'm telling you. We got to do better. Well, y'all got to do better. I ain't a parent. But shit happens. You can't protect your child all the time. But you need to instill in them how to prevent altercations. So that you won't be judged at the end of the day, which has the end of your actions. Because see, people know you by your actions and they remember you by your actions. Okay? Yeah, they do. People don't forget shit. Understand? You might have thought they forgot. They ain't forgot. They have not forgot. So yeah, so if y'all jump the board in the conclusion of the video, to get into that shmoney, you feel me? Maintaining my mind, business, and my money. Anything else is simply irrelevant. Shout out to Aqua Queen, my motherfucking moderator. You hear me? Hey man, if everybody as a collective thought like that and just focus on being productive and minded your business, right? And stayed out of people's face most of the time, you're gonna be in people's face, but you know what I'm saying? Man, look, especially on your personal time, only fuck with motherfuckers that fuck with you, bro. And I'm talking about you better make sure they fuck with you. And so that's basically like immediate family or some shit. You know what I'm talking about? Cause like it's like, dude, man, what? They say Carmelo knew a dude in the tent. Not around the tent, like dude wasn't in the tent. I think Eddie Winslow was in the tent, under the tent. And you mean tell me you acting funny? I bet. That is crazy. Nigga, you my girlfriend, best friend. You my girlfriend, best friend. That's how I know your stink ass. What you want, my girl? Because why you acting funny? Like, you be playing like you her best friend? I don't know, man. All I know is y'all was kind of cool. And you just gonna not take up for the boy. You ain't gotta take up for him. You could have just, let's go over here, man. And explain to him what type of people these is or whatever fuck. Or, you know. But I'd have made it known right then and there. This is my partner. This is my best friend boyfriend. Like I know him. You know, we gotta vouch for people. He didn't want to vouch for Carmelo. Now you making him look all he feel some type of way and everything now. Then he already sitting down and you telling him you gonna remove him and shit like that, fucking with his bag and shit like that. Like, what the fuck we doing? Nigga, we damn near grown and you treat me like I'm a kid. We like the same age. We both play football. Like, boy, what the fuck? The dumbest shit. Huh? But they blow this up for a reason. And his family gotta fight for him like that and shit. These opinions and shit don't make a damn difference. It's just gonna make, after this trial, people are gonna not forget what I said. People remember what people were saying on this damn internet. It could be a motherfucker right now. Just wait. They done planned it out. What they gonna hit up and shit. Because whatever happened. Especially if he get off. They want him to rot in hell. They want Carmelo to rot in hell. Understand this shit. If they could hang Carmelo Anthony, they would hang his ass. Literally. Yes, they would. For all to see. We sending a message out to you boys. Don't let this happen again. Matter of fact, we gonna make sure it don't happen again because we going to houses, nigga. We making sure. We taking motherfuckers out the house ain't had shit to do with shit. Another example. Hanging from a tree. Strange fruit. Huh? That's what you want. That's what some people want. The dude said it outside the goddamn courtroom. So when a motherfucker that's not racist, but don't forget, found out about the past, but still don't hold it against everybody, that make a motherfucker like me kind of look at y'all, everybody as a whole, like, hold up. Yeah, now I got to go back to what I remember, what I was taught, but then what I found out. And what's still going on today. Don't give me that shit. Motherfuckers still got sundown towns. But just like I can't talk for every black person, I can't talk for every white person. Because what I say in this video, people, it's always been about black and white. You had the black water fountain, you had the white water fountain, you had the, you know what I'm saying? You got to sit in the back and you sit in the front. Type shit. Still got to pay to get on now. Might have to pay more. And you still can't sit where the fuck you want to sit. Right? Ain't that a bitch? Hey, man, that racist shit, it's always been about black and white. It ain't never been about no other motherfucking race when it come to America. When it come to America, there's never been nothing but black against white. White against black. So shut the fuck up with that. Oh, and trying to make it a racist. Nigga, the racism ain't never went nowhere. It's the principle, though. It's the principle, ladies and gentlemen. So with that being said, moderator say he fucked around and found out he wasn't too thin to fry or think the boil. Or to think the boil. But you know what? He really thought fat meat wasn't greasy. Then there's two of us. Hey, man. We punk everybody, bro. Everybody at the school know who I am. And my brother. I'm a twin. Huh? I got a twin brother. He punch harder than me. We both be lifting weights, chasing goddamn chickens and shit. We be fucking training like Rocky. Yeah. Chasing chickens and shit, run up the stairs. Yeah, man. Football players. Was they some linebackers or something? They was knocking niggas out on that motherfucker. What's the name? Football. And that's sad because both of these guys were talented football players and all of that. That's why I say they both are wrong. These are kids. They both are wrong. But people won't admit that. So I can't go no further with nobody in real life because if you can't admit that, I don't want to hear about, no, Carmelo was wrong. No, the white boy was wrong. Man, let me tell you something. They both are wrong. Both of their actions. Huh? All three. Because you got the brother. Nigga. And Carmelo probably was the oldest child. He ain't had no brother. His brother would have been with him. Probably. And it don't matter. The boy had a knife, you didn't know it, and now you gone. See? Stop it. Stop playing so fucking much. So anyway, I'm finna finish off my day. It's 5:40. You know what I'm saying? Y'all have a good one. You know? Y'all have a good one. Sanitize your motherfucking hands and shit. Keep your hands to yourself. Keep your opinions to yourself. You know? But when the shit come out, because I don't know when they gonna say what he gonna get or whatever, but, you know, hey, man. His family gotta, you know what I mean? His family gotta go through that. But then people outside, some of we the people that's in areas where y'all gonna clown and shit, please don't do that. Please don't make it a race thing. Because that's just it's gonna spread. And we don't need that. Because of these young guys' actions. Understand this shit. They both were wrong. Alright? I'm saying that for a reason. Now, they both were wrong. So don't take it upon yourselves to do some other shit. And this is 2026, about to be 2027. I don't think you want that. All right. A lot of y'all not gonna make it. Do you see Trump even speaking about this shit? And he see how people are in an outrage outside the fucking court. They want some shit to jump off. Because if you don't, I don't give a fuck about no free speech. You could try to sue us or whatever the fuck. We don't want no cameras in this bitch. We don't want no outside people in this bitch. Your rights are done right about now. We don't want you outside of this court. You better be at least 6 miles down the road. 8 miles. Get the fuck away from here. Nobody will know shit. Not even the news people. Man, fuck that. Look what's going on. Media's taking over. They talking about the media then Photoshop this fucking mug shot and all this shit. Man, we don't need none of this shit. But at the end of the day, nigga, listen. Keep your hands to your motherfucking self, bruh. That could save somebody's life. Keep your hands to your fucking self. Woo! Keep your hands to yourself. That's all I gotta say. Damn.